Hi everyone. Do you want to grow dahlias? Well, take a look at these dahlias and you can grow them too. These big colorful flowers bloom in summer and brighten up any garden. And then you can have a huge dopamine hit. So, welcome to my channel, Vidya's Blissful Gardens. In this video, I will show you how to grow dahlias from tubers, what fertilizers to use, how to care for them, and how to overwinter them. We will start off with tubers that you can buy in garden centers and flower shows. So how do you select good healthy tubers? Look out for any white spots or fungus. Make sure the tubers are fleshy and heavy. Light and dry tubers are no good. Look for eyes or little shoots from the neck of the tuber. My dahlia tubers have been overwintered in the garage and I bring them out between late April and mid-May. In Greater Manchester, chances of frost are high, so I keep them in the garage longer, but in South, I heard that they plant them out earlier. Sometimes they even leave them in the ground during the winter and cover the ground with a lot of mulch to keep the tubers warm. This year it has been very warm, almost like summer in Greater Manchester, very unusual. So I planted the tubers in the ground and in the pots starting from mid-April. Before planting, I soaked the whole clump in a bucket of water for about half an hour. If the clump is too big, I divide it sometimes into 2 to 5 tubers. It is easier to separate them when the clump is wet. Sometimes I use garden shears or sharp garden tools to separate the clump. Before planting, I use a handful of grow and mix it with the soil to give a quick start for the shoots to grow healthy. Although they will sprout even without grow plants with grow are more healthy and the new growth will be strong. If you're putting them in pots, any compost will do, but this year I started using erin compost. If you want organic method, you can mix half and half horse manure and compost and don't use any grow. Keep the neck of the tuber or the old stalks facing upwards and cover with the soil. If you have several tubers, you may want to stick some labels at this time. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks for the shoots to grow leaves. In June, when the plants are about a foot high, I use Miracle Grow liquid fertilizer. I mix a cupful of liquid fertilizer in a gallon of water. Depending on the weather, the buds start appearing from mid to late July. Once the buds appear, I start feeding the plants with tomato feed. They just need to be fed about twice for a season. Dahlias are summer flowers, so they start flowering from July to October. They will bloom along with other summer flowers like begonias, lilies, roses and hydrangeas, so the garden will be really glowing. Slugs, snails and caterpillars can be a real pain, and after trying all sorts of methods, I'm back to square one and I'm using slug pellets. So once the dahlias are in full bloom and full swing, this is how they look. Absolutely gorgeous. So in summer months, we spend most of the time in the garden, either doing garden chores or just sit down there and chill. in late autumn, that is in late October, until probably early November, it is time to remove these tubers and store them away. It is a big job, but we do it because otherwise the tubers will rot in Manchester area because it's cold and it is damp. We've been doing this for about 8 years. Before that, I didn't know very much about how to store dahlias, so I'd leave them and they'd die, silly me. In any case, I was very busy at work, so I wouldn't have been able to cope with so many dahlias at that time. But even if you have a busy job, I think it's still worth growing some of these dahlias. It feels sad digging up the dahlia tubers and cutting them down, but that's what we have to do. So we remove most of the soil around the tubers, cut the stems so that about 4 inches of the stalks are left. The tubers are then put in cardboard boxes and stored in garage until next spring. Every season these tubers multiply. So even after giving away so many tubers to friends, I still have my own supply. And in another video, I will show you my dahlia collection. There are so many different varieties and there is a big classification. I don't have all of them, but I will show you what I have. So thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe. And bye-bye for now. And we'll meet again in my next video.